T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition.
I'm going to step off the limb now. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
The Alpha Men Podcast is presented by Garage Door Commander. Fueled by a hell of a lot of PBR and produced by TJ Michaels Creative. Narrated by Jamie Dennis. Graphics by Sven. Dedicated to Hendrik the Viking Poulsen. 2023, all rights reserved.
Seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engines running. We have a liftoff. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
You ever notice how men are portrayed in movies and TV shows? Tired of seeing men portrayed as dopey Homer Simpson clones? Tired of the attack on men? Tired of the woke labeling everything as toxic agenda? Tired of the wussification of the American male? Well, then you're in the right place. Look, we love and respect women around here, but the truth is, we're wired differently than the female species. And if there could be a place where the chicks can get together on TV every day, like that awful program The View, we figured there should be a place where guys can be guys, and we're capable of creating an equally horrid program. So get ready. This is a celebration of man. Because after all, who built the Empire State Building? Who built a rocket and landed on the moon? Who created the very computer algorithm that allows you to find this show?
That was created by Ada Lovelace, a woman.
Okay, great. Credit where it's due. But I think we can all agree the algorithm sucks. Who created the automobile? The Egyptian pyramids? Who stormed the beaches of Normandy? We don't talk about feelings here. We will question the validity of your man card. We're not politically correct, and we'll stand up and fight back against a culture that's determined to transform us into a bunch of neutered pansies. This is your weekly dose of toxic masculinity, a show created by men for men. This is the Alpha Men Podcast. And now, two men who don't own a pair of skinny jeans between them, TJ Michaels and John Stacy.
Well, it's just me. I don't know where TJ went. You got to reboot his computer or something. So, hey, it's me. I don't do a lot of talking. But we've been off for the last 2 weeks. TJ had some family stuff to take care of. So, oh, there he is. Look, he come back. He's alive.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here. I had to reboot my computer, but you know,
We're off the last 2 weeks. So,
yeah, it's been a month. You know what I mean? Car burned down. Unfortunately, my wife's mother passed away a couple of weeks ago, and had to take care of that, take care of my family, and head back to Pennsylvania a couple of times over the past couple of weeks in the rental car. And well, it's just been one of those things. But in the meantime, was offered a new job, and I accepted. So pretty cool deal.
Planet Rock's back open.
No. It will not be a job to Planet Rock, which if you're familiar at all with this Central Vermont area, is a gentleman's club, to put it nicely, in Central Vermont. So yeah, we'll not be working at Planet Rock. But that's
cool.
That's the way that it goes.
Nonetheless,
let's do this the right way. Welcome to episode 17 of the Alpha Men Podcast. You sick, twisted freaks. How about that? We'll get it going here.
Not missed your face.
And You have not?
Mm-mm.
Off.
Whatsoever. No.
Did you notice that? Yeah, I had it. Well, my mother, they were the new employer asked for a Zoom interview while I was back home for the funeral. And my mom's like, I think you ought to shave that thing off your face. And I didn't want to because it's slimming, So now you can see how fat my face actually is. And yeah, so I'll be growing it back in. That's just all there is to it. How are you, buddy?
I've been good.
Yeah.
Racing season's over. Officially ended in Phoenix there last Sunday or this Sunday, and I have next 3 months off.
Well, there you go. You're going to be a loser. That's what you're going to be. Sitting around watching Jerry Springer. Is that even a thing
Remember,
anymore?
I'm going to see you next week. I'm going to see you next
week. Actually, no, I know that. But actually, did Jerry Springer die? I think Jerry Springer died.
He did die.
He did die. So Jerry Springer's not actually a thing today.
No.
Sitting around watching The View every day. That's what you'll be doing.
Yeah, The View. Yeah, Whoopi Goldberg. No.
Welcome to the Alpha Men Podcast, episode 17. And quite frankly, we thought we'd be canceled by now. So if you're here, thanks for watching. And while you're at it, you know what? Share the show. It's how we grow this thing. And it's the best thing you can do. Like, share, subscribe. And if you really want to help out, go to alphamenpodcast.com. Check out the Alpha Men store. There you're going to find all kinds of great stuff like Alpha Men podcast hoodies. And I think we even got sweatpants. We got barbecue aprons.
Sweatpants, we got aprons, mugs, T-shirts, hats.
All kinds of great stuff.
Speedos.
We have a great show for you tonight. We've got a whole bunch of stuff coming your way. This is a place where it is okay for a guy to be a guy, all right? There's no safe space here. We don't really believe in safe spaces, but if there was a safe space, this would be it. In today's day and age, everything a man does is toxic, and that's wrong. This show designed to push back on a little bit of that. And you know what? Have a place where guys can be guys, because after all, if those ladies from The View can have a place where they get together on TV every day, those sea hags, we're capable of creating an equally horrid program. So we welcome you in, and we start things off each and every week with our Man of the Week.
It's very
Man of the Week this week comes to us from Columbus, Ohio. It is resident Mike Jarvis. Now, Mike was unfortunately paralyzed in a car crash 14 years ago. All right. That threw his dreams of becoming a lawyer and starting a family into doubt. And, well, Mike wasn't the kind of man that became a victim. His resilience, his determination enabled him to carry on, eventually becoming a lawyer, finding the love of his life, his wife, Olivia. Another of Jarvis's dreams was to be able to walk down the aisle and dance with Olivia at their wedding this past summer. And thanks to the use of a bionic exoskeleton, he was able to make the dream come a reality. California company Esco Bionics provided the exoskeleton, and Jarvis worked with a physical therapist. So when the special day arrived, he was able to stand next to his bride and share the first dance with her and her daughter, Aubrey. And the newlyweds are sharing their story in the hopes that it might inspire others facing challenges to persevere. They say having a positive attitude has played a big role in overcoming obstacles in their life and making the best of every opportunity. Jarvis says, show people that attitude is as important as anything. And do we have a video? I think we have a video.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out what that thing was on its back. Now it explains. That's pretty cool.
We have a video?
Yep, it's coming. Right there.
There they are, the newlyweds.
That is pretty impressive. Hey, it shows
it is
no matter
impressive.
What, don't give up no matter what.
That's it.
I like that. That is So he can walk with it, and he can. It seems like he needs a little
Right.
assistance with it. It seems like
Needs a little of assistance, but you know what? Still, to be paralyzed and be able to do that on your wedding day is a pretty special thing. So,
they know words for that. Yeah, that's
our man
awesome.
of the week this week is Mike Jarvis of Columbus, Ohio, on the Alpha Men podcast.
Whoa.
Alrighty, this week's signs of the coming apocalypse, because we're all doomed. From a light and fuzzy story to Our first story: human Satan has fingers removed, so hands look more like claws.
That's fucking
That is
creepy.
one scary looking dude right there.
Oh my
All
god.
right.
Did his lips, his nose, his eyes, the
The
ears.
heavily modified tattoo man, whose real name is Michael Prado, is so addicted to transforming his body that he's had fingers removed to make them look more claw-like. The 49-year-old Brazilian had the little and ring finger on both hands amputated. You know what? Call me crazy, but that shows some dedication right there. Regardless of what you believe. I'm going to have my fingers cut off to look like this. There's some dedication there.
No,
right?
I like my fingers. I like using my fingers.
Anyway, he had fingers removed to achieve the claw effect. He is among the most modified humans on Earth, having had more than 60 procedures, including 4 horns in his head, a set of silver tusks in his mouth, removal of his nose and ears. Holy crap. And 85% of his body tattooed after receiving accolades with a Guinness World of Book of Records entry earlier this year. He said his dream has come true.
Ugh,
And
his dream's my
if I
nightmare.
ever saw a sign of the coming apocalypse, that is it right there.
If I saw him, I'd shoot him. Like in a bad
Dude,
time.
that hand looks like something out of a horror movie, does it not? I mean,
Yeah, it does. It's creepy. He looks creepy as hell. I mean, he's happy, whatever. That's cool, but whoa.
good for you, dude. Good for you. Our next sign of the coming apocalypse: the Carolina Reaper, once known as the hottest chili pepper in the world, is no more.
I heard about
After
this.
the same grower unveiled Pepper X. Carolina Reapers average 1.64 million Scoville heat units, while
Hell,
Pepper X rates an average of 2,693,000 SHU. And I guess that's Scoville heat units. Yeah.
why?
South Carolina's Winnipeg University determined, yes, it is in fact the deadliest pepper on earth. And you and I have both had the Carolina Reaper.
Yes, I won't do that again.
Can you even imagine?
No.
1.64 million Scoville heat units to 2.693 million. That's quite,
I hate hot stuff, period. But
dude.
I did
That's
the hot
twice as
pepper
hot.
challenge for the charity event for Stuff Truck Pack the Pantry.
Yeah,
I'll never ever. That's the hottest thing I've ever ate. I'll never do it again.
jalapeno peppers typically come in at 3,000 to 8,000 Scoville units. This one 2.693, 2,693,000 Scoville units.
You're gonna feel that going in and coming out.
Oh, no question. No question. Guinness World Records announcing Pepper X now officially the world's hottest chili pepper.
I'm gonna feel the heartburn.
Ed Curry is the founder of Pucker Butt Pepper Company and the creator of Carolina Reaper Pepper and the Pepper X. And he said it took about 10 years of breeding to develop the super hot pepper. Pepper X is being kept proprietary for the moment, meaning the pods and seeds will not be made commercially available. The public will be able to try the pepper, though, through the release of Pepper X hot sauces. Now I gotta get some. I keep saying no, But now that I know it's out there, I got to get some.
That's all you, not me. No chance. Mm-mm.
Next sign of the coming apocalypse,
The pop
new research shows that ice cream and potato chips just as addictive as cocaine and heroin.
What?
Yeah. If you can't put down the bag of potato chips, and I mean, look at you.
I knew that was coming.
Science says it's not you. It's the junk food. Ultra processed foods, they call them UPFs, are just as addictive as nicotine, cocaine, or heroin, according to experts. More than 1 in 10 people are now hooked. A new analysis of 281 studies across 36 different countries has uncovered a staggering 14% of adults are hooked on ultra processed foods. The finding is shocking, given that UPFs, like sausage, ice cream, biscuits, soft drinks, sugary cereals, have previously been linked to cognitive decline, cancer, psychological distress, even early death. The analysis was led by the University of Michigan, Professor Ashley Gearhart, who is trying to ruin my day because I love all of those things.
Mhm.
She previously created the Yale Food Addiction Scale by applying the same criteria that the experts use to diagnose substance addiction. And the criteria includes uncontrollable and excessive consumption, cravings, continued intake, despite potential negative health effects. Well, we've all seen you, John, put away a half gallon of ice cream on a Friday night, so we
I
know it's true.
See, I've lost some people to drugs. I
Yeah,
can't. You still lose people to fat foods, but
yeah.
not like. No, I don't agree with.
Just as it says, it's just as addictive.
I can see
Oh.
that. Yeah, trust me, I get it. But
Look, I've been to McDonald's and I've had their McDouble. It's pretty addictive.
hey,
Just saying.
chocolate shake right here.
There you go. Finally, on this week's Sign of the Coming Apocalypse, a family in North Carolina has been left horrified and really kind of confused.
China Grove's like 45 minutes away.
Yeah, after a groundskeeper at a law enforcement training center mowed around a dead body. He thought it was a creepy Halloween decoration.
At the police academy?
Yeah.
Oh.
Robert Paul Owens, 34, was found last week in an abandoned log cabin near the training center. While taking care of the land, the landscaper thought the body was a fake dummy used for training or a Halloween decoration. So therefore, he just mowed around it, didn't report it, didn't say anything at all. According to police, however, a construction worker on the property saw the body the next day, immediately reported it. Owens' family still waiting for answers regarding where he was found, how he was found, and, of course, obviously how he died. Just another sign of the coming apocalypse this week on the Alpha Men podcast.
Hold on. So that guy mowed around that body.
Mm-hmm.
That is a perfect example. That's not my job.
Well, no, here's the thing. Did you ever go to the grocery store and you buy the stuff for the bathroom upstairs? And you get toilet paper and, the hand soap and all that stuff. And you get home from the grocery store and you just set it on the stairs, hoping the next person that walks up the stairs can take it up to the bathroom. And yet everybody just steps over it.
Yeah.
Right? That's what
perfect
this is.
example of that.
That's what this is. Yeah, absolutely. So that's this week's signs of the coming apocalypse on the Alpha Men podcast.
Apocalypse.
That's it.
I feel you like that.
The Men Podcast is proudly presented by Ohana Sports Cards on Facebook. Ohana means family, and that's how they treat their customers, like family. Check out Ohana Sports Cards on Facebook and become part of the Ohana family. Awesome card breaks from football, baseball, basketball, and so much more. Ohana Sports Cards on Facebook. That's OHANA Sports Cards. Ohana Sports Cards. John's Manly Meme of the Week.
I need to find a neck brace. I just Okay. Laugh at some else. All right. So I made a meme of never trust anyone who doesn't quote Christmasification at least 10 times in the next 8 weeks because we know everybody is putting their freaking Christmas tree up now.
No,
No?
I'm not.
You will.
Mine's in the shed because it's
Mine
November.
is too. Mine is too.
It's November.
You know
It's
what?
not even Thanksgiving yet.
I walked out to the living room this morning, and what was Emily and the kids watching? Elf.
Mm-hmm. No,
And then I went out, I was doing some work on the show and a couple other things. Went back out there a little bit later. Polar Express.
yeah. I used to work for a radio station that would change to all Christmas music on like November 5th and play nothing but Christmas music forever. I hate Christmas music. Actually, let me rephrase that. I don't hate Christmas music. I like Christmas music like November 22nd, 23rd, and maybe about 6 hours, 8 hours into Christmas Day. Then I've had enough.
You know what's going to happen? I'm going to go to Vermont next week.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm coming back here Saturday night. Well, actually, I'm flying Saturday night, go to the Cowboys-Panthers game. I'm going to come home Sunday night. There's going to be a Christmas tree in my living room. I know it. Because I'm not going to be here to stop it.
My dad was famous. Famous. My mom would push and push and push and push. We got to get a Christmas tree. We got to get a Christmas tree. We got to get a Christmas tree. And my dad would always go, by the time Christmas gets here, it'll be a fire hazard. You tell her that like every year, right? Like
we have a fake tree.
Right. But, you know, my mom had to have the Douglas fir, you know what I mean? The real thing, the whole 9 yards.
See,
my dad literally would go out like on the 20th or the 21st and get a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
And set it up. They'd set it up. And then the Christmas tree would come around like, I don't know, January, the end of the first week of January. You know?
Yep.
And I think that's acceptable. These people that are putting Christmas trees up right now, there's something sick about you. I'm just telling you right now.
That's why it snows.
That's right. You people who are prematurely decorating for Christmas are the reason it snows early.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
We got to watch
science.
We're going to have to watch some chick flicks that are girl movies like Die Hard.
Right.
Christmas Vacation.
So your meme of the week for those listening on Spotify or iHeart, it's Cousin Eddie from Christmas Vacation.
It's on Twitter.
Never trust anyone who doesn't quote Christmas Vacation at least 10 times over the next 8 weeks. And here's the other thing. Christmas Vacation, awesome Christmas movie.
Yes.
Not a huge fan of Christmas movies myself because my wife likes to watch those Lifetime Christmas movies, which suck. Okay. They're all the same plot. You know, the woman opens the cookie store in town and has the stockbroker trader boyfriend who treats her like garbage. But the janitor at the cookie store treats her really special. And they're looking for finding the meaning of Christmas. And it's the same plot, bad acting over and over and god awful over again. So Christmas Vacation. Let's hear it. Shall we count them? Number of good Christmas movies. Ready? Elf.
Die Hard. Yeah, Elf.
Elf. Christmas Vacation. You'll Shoot Your Eye Out, Kid. The Christmas Story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Die Hard.
And Die Hard. That's it. That's
it.
Another one. The rest of them suck. You know. Oh, I'm sorry. The Jim Carrey version of The Grinch.
Yes, there you go.
That's probably pretty good. Yeah. Other than that, forget it.
I agree.
They all suck. That's just all there is to it.
Let's ask my wife. She's walked in. What do you think? Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? No. She says
it is. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. It's
Die
not
Hard.
Christmas until Hans Gruber falls off a Nakatomi Tower. That's all there is to it. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
I know she don't.
And Days of Thunder is a chick flick. Just saying.
Yes, it is. Nicole Kidman. All right.
There's a love story.
Let's go to the couch.
All righty. Manly meme of the week this week on the Alpha Men podcast.
Tales from the old couch.
I got to be honest with you. I got to be honest with you. We put this show together like 2 weeks ago, and then my mother-in-law passed away, and so I'm looking at some of this stuff for the first time in like 2 weeks.
You don't remember this?
I do remember this, but I also remembered I wanted to jazz it up a little bit, and quite never did that. So, looking at it, look on the other side of this camera, there's an old couch. And my wife wanted me to send it to the curb years ago and couldn't do it. So I brought it up here in the podcast studio and put it in here. I love to sit on it and just think. And well, this week I'm thinking about this comedian, Canadian comedian, Bobby Mayer. Have you heard this story?
I have now.
He gave an internet troll the ultimate commie-pence after traveling 150 miles across the UK to confront him where he worked, as seen in an X video with over 1.7 million views. Now, here's the deal. This epic revenge saga began 10 years ago after Bobby was heckled on stage while performing in the UK in Birmingham. Some guys shouted out, "Chicken wire."
Oh, yes.
What the hell does that mean? Right? Chicken wire. He got off stage, Bobby did, and assumed that was the end of it. Little did he know that it was just the beginning of a decade-long trolling decathlon. Every time Bobby would post on Facebook, on his fan page, for the last 10 years, this guy would comment, "Chicken wire."
I like this guy.
Okay? Fortunately, Bobby was finally able to figure out and identify the anonymous troller after he mistakenly used his real name. So Mayer decided to embark on an epic revenge pilgrimage. He drove all the way to the guy's place of business to get even. Do we have the video?
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah.
That's funny.
10 years ago, I was on stage in Birmingham. Some guy shouted out "chicken wire." I got off stage and I assumed that was the end of it. But no, every time I post on my Facebook fan page for the last 10 years, he comments and he writes "chicken wire." But he made a mistake. He used his real name. I found him on LinkedIn. I know where he works now. So today, I'm driving 150 miles to EE in Dudley to pay him a little visit. He's an assistant manager. Working there for 10 years, you should be more than an assistant manager, you loser. What even is chicken wire? I guess it's the wire they put on chicken cages. I'm not a chicken. Why are you shouting "chicken wire" at me for the last 10 years?
Chicken wire! Chicken wire! Chicken wire! I win! You lose! Chicken wire! Chicken wire! Chicken wire! This is years in the making. He's been trolling me for 10 years. And now I win 10 years. He has been trolling me. Chicken wire! Chicken wire! I win!
10 years ago, I was on...
That's epic.
Is how you take care of a troll like a boss.
Well, I'd love to do that to you and your ego crap. You're a freaking troll.
We'll get to that later.
Oh.
That's Tales from the Old Couch tonight on the Alpha Men podcast.
When we get to that later, you tell me what you did to me yesterday. It threw me all off, by the way.
I will. Yeah, we will.
Okay.
We'll do that.
Yeah, let's have something more important. Pack the pantry.
It is coming.
We're 1 week away from the cornhole tournament.
1 week away from the cornhole tournament. Next Thursday we get started at Price Chopper in Berlin. It is an event for the Central Vermont Salvation Army Emergency Food Shelf, an organization that reaches over 10,000 Central Vermonters. And this year's event is our 22nd event in the making. It's a canned food drive and a non-perishable food item drive, as well as a monetary drive, to raise funds for the Central Vermont Salvation Army Emergency Food Shelf. And this year's event, more important than any year prior. And that's because if you've been watching the show, you know the area that I live in, right here in central Vermont, had really, really drastic bad flooding this past summer. And the Salvation Army Family Store that funds a lot of their programs, including the emergency food shelf, has not reopened since like the second week in July. So, um, inflation, long, cold winter. We don't want people to decide on, have to make the decision between food and medicine or food and heating oil. We want to take care of our neighbors. And that's what we've done in 22 years. We've raised, I don't know, I've lost track, to be honest with you, but I know that it's over 500,000 tons of food.
Oh yeah, easily.
And about the same amount of cash donations as well, about 500,000.
Oh wow, I
So
know that.
it is a huge event, but it takes everyone's support, everyone's help. It is all about neighbors helping neighbors. We're hoping you're going to pitch in. You can go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/pack the pantry, and you can download the collection kit there. It's got everything you need to get a collection going at work, at church, at school, through a civic organization, maybe just in your family or in your neighborhood. But it's got signage and ideas on how to effectively get people involved and everything else. And we'll have a 53-foot long Bellow Vance tractor trailer that next Thursday morning at 5 a.m. with Mike and Mary on 92.9 start filling. And we won't stop, Don and I, till we fill it.
Yeah.
So
we got some good sponsors for the cornhole tournament. For the raffle, it's going to go on until Friday the 17th.
Okay.
It kicks off. I have some raffle tickets here I've been doing online, but
Yep.
it really officially kicks off at the cornhole tournament. We got the burger. I cannot say their name.
Bergamot Amour.
Oh, thank you. Handcrafted purse. Beautiful purse.
Yep.
I gotta say, it's pretty damn nice.
I have two items that I need to you don't even know about.
Okay. Well, we put them up. That'll be nice.
So I have
Fish
a
Auto
really
Park.
really nice Labatt blue full size cooler. That has I don't know. It's a cooler, and then it's got a mesh carrying unit that it's wrapped in. It's really
So
cool.
it's a hard case with a mesh outside.
Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Really, really, really cool.
Okay.
And then I also have a item from Twisted Tea that it's pretty cool.
All right.
We'll throw that.
Fish Auto Parts. We got Thunder Season Pass.
Yep.
Race City a cap, a baseball, NASCAR cap. It's autographed by a bunch of people. Pictures up there.
Great.
Portland Auto Glass is donating some stuff. Splash of Sass is donated. Autumn Rays Acres has donated a butcher's box of meat. There's a Dale Earnhardt Jr. signed autographed pit crew shirt.
Great.
And I'm donating 2 passes to most VIP garage and pit passes for a NASCAR event.
Great.
So
that's wonderful.
But yeah, so that kicks off 6 o'clock at the Community Club. Maria's Bagels.
Maria's Bagels. Gosh, I hope I'm not forgetting anybody. The folks at the camper.
Place.
Blue Compass Campers.
302 Motors.
Yep, got them.
Light service. Okay.
And always on time signs and designs as well. We'll have the big road signs from WorkSafe TCI there. It's a big event. And a lot of time and effort has gone into this event. We take about 2.5 months to plan this event just to put it together. And through the efforts of Pack the Pantry in many years, and I can't say anything about this year because the need is so great. I mean, the need is so much higher this year. Just think about this for a second. When you go to the grocery store, you know how hard you have it right now. Like, you're going to the grocery store and you're getting like 3 bags of groceries and they're saying $174, and you're like, what? What are you talking about? $174. So inflation has hit everybody. But I want you to imagine for a second that if you're one of the families that is in crisis, that was in trouble before inflation hit, how much trouble are you in now? Much, much more. Much, much more trouble. And so that's why the need is so great this year. And all we can do is ask if we can count on you. All right. Canned goods, non-perishable food items, November 16th, 17th, 18th at Price Chopper in Berlin, Vermont. We'll go live and around the clock until we fill it. And by the way, that particular week, we're going to check in on Tuesday night for a quick couple of minutes. But there will be no Alpha Men podcast next week on Tuesday night. We're going to bring you pieces and clips throughout those.
We'll go live
through
a
those
couple.
dojos.
Yeah, we'll go live a couple times throughout the event, but it won't be continuously. Just to promote it.
So Facebook.com/Pack the Pantry is how you find out more and get that collection kit and get collected.
We present the case. You deliver the verdict. This is Manhood. All rise. The sometimes Honorable T.J. Michaels presiding.
Well, I don't know how honorable I am, but we are here with Manhood. If you have a problem that you just can't solve, you need the help of the Freak Jury and Manhood, tell us about it. Send your Manhood submissions online at alphamenpodcast.com or on one of our 4,000 social media sites. We do have them all, don't we? I mean, like, we're on everything, I think.
Besides iTunes, the one I can't get to work.
Yeah. I mean, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, you name it. We got them.
It's there.
We got them all. Tonight's case is the case of the $1,000 duck. All right. Okay. It is docket number 231107. And our main court submission comes from Ryan from White Plains, New York. He is our plaintiff tonight. He writes, guys, my name is Ryan, and I want to get your opinion on something if you have a few minutes. Do we have a few minutes?
Yeah, I think we have plenty.
We got a few minutes. So I just broke up with my girlfriend. After finding out, she cheated on me while she was away in Vegas with her friends. She was very regretful, but I'm not going to take her back. It is over. The thing is, I borrowed $2,000 from her a few months ago, put it down on a new car for myself, and now $2,000 is not a lot of money for her. Her dad is very wealthy, pays all her bills, and she's 27 years old. She has tons of money in the bank. She texted me and expects me to pay her back after I broke up with her. I've got the debt down to $1,000 because I've been paying her a little every month. Buddies told me I shouldn't give her a dime. They say she should have thought about that before she cheated on me. What do you guys think? Should I pay her back, or did her cheating cost her $1,000? Ryan from White Plains, New York. You can chime in wherever you're watching tonight, whether it be on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, where else? Facebook Live, whatever.
Spotify.
You can comment and tell us what you think. Should Ryan pay back the $1,000, or should he just call it even? And
thunder rolls. The lightning strikes.
I don't know. Here's my gut. And Ryan, I'm not suggesting you're less than a man, because everybody gets in tough positions. But the alpha man in me probably would have never asked the girlfriend for the $1,000 or the $2,000. Probably, because I'm a scrapper, a fighter, and a survivor, would have figured out how to go out and make that $2,000 on my own.
But shit, man, you make it sound like that.
I've caught John totally off guard.
He needs a car to get to work. He couldn't
I get
find
it.
the phone. And he's gonna lose his job, maybe, because
Yeah, I understand.
so I understand why I don't know the snare behind it. So
But I'm a MacGyver, John. I'm a MacGyver. I adapt. I improvise. I overcome.
I do too. I'm just man, that's a
Here's the thing. I think here's what I think.
Case closed.
Here's what I think. It sucks that you're in the position that you're in, Ryan.
Yeah.
And honestly, years and years ago, I had the same thing happen to me. I didn't know her money, but she cheated.
You actually had more than one woman?
Of course I
Wow.
did.
Wow.
Of course I did. But I will tell you this. I'm a guy who always takes the high road. And regardless of what she did, you borrowed the money. You owe it. You pay her back.
Be a man. Yep.
You be a man.
I agree.
That's what I think.
I agree.
Freak Jury, if you disagree, comment. Let us know about it.
I'd pay her penny a month.
Send her the $1,000 in pennies.
Just no, 1 penny a month in an envelope. The stamp costs more than the penny I'm going to owe her.
No, I think you should pay her all at once, but just all be pennies. $1,000 worth of pennies. You know, you need a freaking pickup truck to drive it to her. Or the new car you just bought. Just saying.
Yeah.
Hope that helps, Ryan. That's Man Court this week, and that's the verdict on the Alpha Men podcast.
More manly than motorsports. These are John's red flag moments.
All right. So this is racing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not NASCAR. Just last.
We'll get to that later. Hey, do I have to wait till the beer's on tap segment to open the beer?
You may want to. You're still coming down.
Okay.
I could tell. So NASCAR hasn't been major wrecks lately. So I've kind of
a truck race I heard was a nightmare at the end of it.
Yeah, Carson, those guys had some rough times. But
We'll get to that
talk
later.
about that later. So I found this one, which happened in Charlotte this past weekend. It's pretty gnarly. It's 410 sprints. These things are fast.
I've seen 410 sprints. They are.
Yeah, they're awesome. One of my favorite series to watch. You watch this. It's coming right around this corner, right? Next time.
Oh, they're on
right in
dirt.
the wall. Right in the wall. Now watch. His throttle gets stuck. The fence is kind of blocking his view, but he's still flipping and whipping around because his throttle is.
Holy crap!
And it can't stop. Eventually, it does stop. It's sitting on top of a tire, spinning in circles.
Holy crap!
So he flipped about 4 or 5 times into the fence, and then flipped against the wall. Then kept flipping, and spinning, and driving. So
I gotta see it again.
It's coming in now. Hit the wall right there.
Oh!
Now he's flipping violently, pretty good.
Yeah.
The accelerator's stuck.
But the throttle's still stuck.
Oh yeah, right to the floor.
Oh yeah.
But he's all right.
You think the engine at some point would just hand grenade?
Yeah, I don't know if he got it to stop or whatever, or it did hand grenade itself.
Of course, and the famous line is, "No one was hurt," and he walked away.
He did. He went to the hospital, but he did walk away from it after. He's okay. I think his name was Zeb Smith or something like that. But yeah, those 410s, you got to have nut size of grapefruits to drive those things. Holy crap.
They are. it's a wicked fun race to watch. It's a great series to watch.
I went there a couple of years ago and watched these guys down in Charlotte. Man, I fell in love. I mean, that dirt racing's insane.
Love dirt racing.
Yeah.
That is John's red flag moment tonight on the Alpha Men podcast. I can't believe we're going to do this.
I'm glad we watched this like 2.5 weeks ago. I forgot all about it until I pushed the button. I was like, oh, this freaking movie.
Chick flicks are dumb tonight. We examined the Barbie movie. And where do I even start with this cinematic masterpiece?
Masterpiece. Holy crap.
Ken's Torture Chamber, otherwise known as the 2023 Barbie movie, is truly an experience to remember, but for all the wrong reasons. First of all, John and I couldn't help but feel like an intruder in our own living room.
My kids loved it.
It was like we were being subjugated to an assault on our senses. I mean, I'm a grown man, all right? I've seen some bad movies in my time, but this one takes the cake. The entire movie felt like it was designed to inflict maximum pain on my masculinity. I mean, it's just like they went, that guy right there, TJ Michaels, this movie, we made it to screw with him. That's it. Okay? I mean, let's talk about the plot, or rather the lack of it. I think Barbie went on a quest to find her lost puppy or something, but it was hard to tell amidst the glitter, rainbows, and endless pink. There's more pink in this movie than you've ever seen in your life. I couldn't connect with the characters because, well, I'm not a plastic doll with impossible proportions.
That's not your first time with a plastic doll.
But the dialogue was so cringeworthy. I was like longing for like a root canal during this movie. That would have been like a root canal without anesthesia would have been more pleasurable than the Barbie movie.
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
Oh, no. Lines like, life is like a pink tiara. You just have to wear it. You just have to wear it with style.
There was a lot of...
It made me want to claw my eyes out.
There was a lot of adult theme in it, though.
Yeah.
Like it was for kids, but there was a lot of parts in that movie that made you think like it was about adults. Like
I cannot believe I sat through this movie without cringing myself into a coma. All right. I mean, that's all there is to it. Do we have the clip? Can we roll the clip?
Yeah. I love this.
This is the example of the humor of.
Oh, looks like this beach was a little too much beach for you, Ken.
If I wasn't severely injured, I would beach you off right now, Ken.
I'll beach off with you any day, Ken.
Hold my ice cream, Ken. All right, Ken, you're on. Let's beach off.
Anyone who wants to beach him off has to beach me off first.
I will beach both of you off at the same time.
But you don't even know how to beach yourself off. How are you going to beach both of us off? It doesn't make sense.
Ken? Why are you
beach
getting
yourself
emotional?
off. You're going to beach both of us off.
Nobody's going to beach anyone off.
Beach. What the hell? Jesus. Don't do that. It's scary.
It's not funny.
Okay? It is.
No, it's not.
I would beat you off. Why? So
then there
funny.
were the musical numbers.
Oh.
And if you thought Nails on a Chalkboard were bad, try listening to Barbie and her friends push her classic pop songs. Like, yeah. I have to give them credit, though. They managed to turn catchy tunes into painful, ear-piercing screeching. I mean, that's the way it is. The villain of the movie, a rival doll collector or something, was kind of as one-dimensional as they come. I couldn't help but chuckle about the thought of his menacing antagonist trying to outwit a bunch of plastic dolls. It was like watching a battle between a hamster and a tank. Okay? That's really what it was. But what truly sealed the deal for me was the blatant product placement. It's like the entire film was just an example, excuse to peddle more Barbie crap.
Oh, yeah.
I half expected a commercial break in the middle of the movie to sell more dolls and accessories. And true story, my oldest daughter, Haley, when she was a kid, I like would not buy her Barbie dolls. No, I'm not going to teach you to be a materialistic wench. Okay. That has to have everything. That's what Barbie is, right? So I wouldn't buy her Barbie dolls. I'd buy her anything else, but I wouldn't buy her Barbie dolls.
I want to buy her a Barbie. She come up next week.
Yeah. Anyway. Then we get to the matter of the patriarchy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This film mentions the male patriarchy about 9,000 times in an hour and a half. Okay. And it's just painful. It's just ridiculous. Okay. In conclusion, Ken's torture chamber, the Barbie movie, should be avoided at all costs. I'd rather sit through a marathon of infomercials than an ordeal that movie again. Like the set it and forget it infomercial. I'd rather watch that nonstop. Or the one for the, what is it, the magic juicer where the lady's got the fake cigarette in her mouth? Yeah. No.
Jesus,
if you value your sanity, your masculinity as an alpha male, and your precious time, run far, far away from the cinematic train wreck that is the Barbie movie. That is Chick Flicks Are Dumb tonight on the Alpha Men podcast.
Who needs a foot in the ass? The Alpha Men podcast presents
my foot into this thing called your ass.
The Red Foreman Awards.
All right, here's the deal. I can't wait any longer.
Hold on.
Dry.
Hold on. We'll jump right down the whole screen because I want to try mine too. We're gonna jump back to Red Foreman. We're gonna throw the whole show off.
All right, that's fine. My mouth was dry. I needed some. Red Foreman Awards tonight.
No. I already switched it.
Oh, we're gonna. All right.
Oh hell yeah, we are. I want to drink my beer.
All right. So I went to the local beer place in town here, known as the Beverage Baron.
Oh,
I used to do the radio commercials. Yeah, I used to do the radio commercials, I used to play the Baron, and I used to go, yeah, the Baron strikes again. Anyway,
I used to work there.
Yeah. So went to the Beverage Baron, and I found this on the shelf in the tall boy man can. It is Juice, spelled Joose. And this is actually not a beer, but a Screwdriver RTD, ready to drink cocktail.
So let's rewind before the show.
Yeah,
talk about that first one. How the first one tastes?
The first one of these that I had.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of bad tonight. I was thirsty before the show. I always buy 2 for the beers on tap segment. I started drinking it before the show because I wanted to formulate an opinion on what it was before I had to do it live on the show. And then I realized it says 14% alcohol, but I didn't realize it till I was like done with the first one. And I'm like, is it hot in here? What is it?
It gets like you get on and the show's all messed up and you're like, I gotta reboot my computer. I think you're just a little tipsy. So you got the Juice. I got the Monsters, the Beast, hard white haze.
Now that's not a Mountain Dew thing. That's
that's Monster.
That's a Monster thing. Monster energy drink.
The light's really horrible for it.
Okay. Yeah. So it's the Beast 5.2. So this manly drink right here is 3 times the alcohol content of his wussy drink. I'm just saying.
Whoa. That tastes like that tastes just like the white Monster. It tastes like alcohol at all.
Does it have that malt taste to it or no?
No. Tastes like a soda.
Oh, that's dangerous then.
Tastes just like a Monster, like a light version of a Monster.
That's dangerous.
Tastes no alcohol at all. Damn, these are good.
Out of 5, what do you give it?
5.
5 out of 5? You like it that much?
It's that good.
All right. So here's the deal about juice. Wow. The juice screwdriver available in man cans, tall boys, whichever you prefer to call them. This thing is 14% alcohol. So the average domestic beer is 4%, just so you're aware.
Yeah.
If you want to get plastered in a hurry, this is it. Juice.
Just grab a kid's juice.
Yeah. Grab 3 of these and you'll be out of your mind. I mean,
wasn't Loco like 14% as well? The original Locos?
No, I think Loco's like 9.
No, but the original ones before they scaled them back.
Oh, it might have been. Yeah, I don't know. But
Really
it's
good.
an RTD screwdriver. Of course, you know what a screwdriver tastes like. I don't have to tell you what a screwdriver tastes like. It's pretty good.
Tastes like metal.
It's pretty good.
This
I like this. Out of 5, I'd give it a 4.
Nice.
All right.
You have these up there?
What's that?
Did you have these up in Vermont?
The beast stuff, the monster stuff. Yeah, we do.
I'm gonna drink some of those when I get up there. Damn, these are good.
Or you could be a real man and just have a beer.
Oh wait, I'll bring some Yingling up for you.
I'm just saying.
I'll try.
Vermont, and it's tragic. It's just tragic.
All right, so now we're gonna jump back to Red Foreman.
All right, let's do that.
Who needs a foot in the ass? The Alpha Men Podcast presents
My foot into this thing called your ass.
the Red Foreman Awards.
You dumbass.
We're back.
Look, I didn't mean to screw the show up, but my mouth was dry. I didn't want to screw up your schedule. But yeah. So Red Foreman Awards tonight. My screen shut down. You believe that?
So this one is I remember the story. This was the guy who dressed up as a
I'll
mannequin.
get there. I just reopened it.
Well, he dressed up as a mannequin in the store. I don't know what he did behind that, but I know
As a mannequin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I put this thing together like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. I remember you telling me about the story.
Yeah, 22-year-old Robert Sumida is our first Red Foreman Award winner tonight. Of course, we give the Red Foreman Awards each and every week to the biggest dolts, morons, idiots making news. 22-year-old Robert Zumeta is our first winner tonight. He's been accused of pretending to be a mannequin so he could get locked into a local mall and go on an after-hours crime spree.
That's what it was.
Yeah. So there he is in the window. You see him?
Yeah.
And there he is with the police escorting him out of the mall.
He's definitely a
dumbass.
Yeah, police released a photo showing the 22-year-old suspect earlier with a bag in his hand, froze motionless, pretending to be a mannequin in front of a shop window with the mall closed. And he then went and grabbed jewelry and clothing, allegedly, and even at least ate 2 meals. He ate 2 meals at the mall while it was closed. How the hell do you do that? What, you're just going to Mickey D's and start cooking your own stuff?
Yeah.
That's the deal.
His service is quick then.
A security guard eventually spotted the former dummy and called the cops. The suspect now faces 10 years in prison for allegedly hunting throughout the shopping center once everyone left for the night and pilfering items while he was there. Can I have the envelope, please? Yes, our next award goes to Philip Hickman of Norman, Oklahoma. Yes, the Philip Hickman. Oh, you don't know who Philip Hickman is?
No.
He's a guy that was found sleeping in a convenience store ceiling.
Okay.
First shift employees who got there early at Brahms Ice Cream and Dairy Store were the first to discover broken ceiling tiles all over the floor last month. They knew it was a break-in. They immediately called the cops. However, it was later discovered that a man identified as the Philip Hickman, 41, had found his way into the ceiling off of the store to take the load off. Officers found Hickman unresponsive as he holed up in the rafters. Eventually, they got him down and arrested him. He now faces charges of breaking and entering, as well as malicious injury to property after causing around $1,000 worth of damages by messing up wires and fixtures and by crawling around in the ceiling. And no cops still don't know how the hell he got up there. But,
Dumbass.
Nonetheless. This week we hand out our very first Red Foreman Group Award. Yes.
Of course.
D'Anthony Maddox, Jeremy Wheat, Kelvin Hall, and Tara Shea Ford. They are winners this week because they are all squatters in Georgia accused of running an illegal strip club. Yes. Four men in Atlanta have been popped for running an illegal strip club out of their home they were squatting in. Now, here's the deal. Not only were they running an illegal strip club, they were running an illegal strip club out of a home they didn't own, but just took over and were squatting in. Now, call me crazy. That takes some gonads, all right?
It's pretty smart,
it just
though.
does. Neighbors had nicknamed these fellas the Neighbors from Hell after they allegedly ran the adult nightclub, engaged in street racing down residential streets, and occasionally even kept live horses in their yard. After several complaints, SWAT eventually got involved and raided the house. Authorities also found stolen guns, 2 stolen cars, stolen IDs, stolen credit cards. Yeah, you're shocked, right? Inside the home, all have been booked into Fulton County Jail on multiple charges. Next up, 41-year-old Ryan Smith of Omaha, Nebraska. Now, Ryan is a funeral home worker. I'm going to be very delicate here. He's popped for having relations with a deceased person's sex doll. Yeah.
No.
A funeral home worker in Nebraska whose job it was to transport the bodies is suspected of having an intimate encounter, shall we say, with a life-size sex doll he found in the apartment of a deceased person. According to the criminal complaint, investigators say Ryan Smith, 41, was sent on a call to a home in Omaha to collect an individual who had passed away there. Police say Smith called the property manager and claimed the local sheriff had asked him to collect the sex doll as evidence. Hey, John.
What?
John. It's evidence.
He's not like retarded, but there's something wrong with this guy.
That's all I could think of.
The building manager denied Smith's request to grab the doll, later returned to the apartment when he heard noises coming from the unit. After Smith left the apartment, the property manager called cops, who later busted Smith on felony burglary charges. Smith has been fired from his job, but not all is bad. Congratulations, 41-year-old Ryan Smith of Omaha, Nebraska. You get a Red Foreman Award this week.
Dumbass.
From the
You dumbass.
Holy crap. That's probably one of the most messed up stories you've told yet. That is bizarre. Why? Wait, what?
There's some
I-
sick.
I thought you were going to
twisted
say he was
things out
sleeping with the dead people. Then he threw it. That's.
there.
I
No,
mean, it's.
he's sleeping with the dead person's blow up doll.
I mean, she's recently single.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whatever floats your boat, I guess. I don't
She
know.
would float. She floats.
Takes all kinds to make the world go round, as they say. I guess. I don't know.
She definitely floats until she's
Yeah.
full.
Yeah. Right. Right.
Okay, we're going into our commercial break. This could go on forever. This could get really nasty.
It could get nasty. Supplement Podcast is proudly presented by Ohana Sports Cards on Facebook. Ohana means family, and that's how they treat their customers, like family. Check out Ohana Sports Cards on Facebook and become part of the Ohana family. Awesome card breaks from football, baseball, basketball, and so much more. Ohana Sports Cards on Facebook. That's OHANA Sports Cards. Ohana Sports Cards.
Oh crap! We can talk to each other behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Hey, TJ.
Let's ask ChatGPT tonight. Listen, a couple of weeks ago, we asked ChatGPT to write a eulogy for both John and I. And I was shocked, A, at how accurate it was, and B, how quickly it returned what I asked it to do, like in a tenth of a second. And so we thought we'd turn this thing into a thing every week where we ask ChatGPT something stupid. However, you got to change that graphic. I can't handle that thing staring at me like that. I can't do it.
She likes you.
It's freaking creepy. Okay.
Most of our stuff's all automated now.
So this week, because it's election week in this country,
Today
we asked ChatGPT, how do you have free and fair elections? Make it funny. That's all we typed in. Okay. And in about a tenth of a second, ChatGPT spit this out. You ready? Free and fair elections. The cornerstone of democracy. Picture this. Step 1, dress code dilemmas. First, we need to ensure everyone shows up looking fabulous. Declare Election Day a national costume party. Want to vote? Better bring your best superhero outfit or a sparkly disco suit. Okay, maybe this thing isn't so smart. I don't know. But
sounds like the Democratic Party so far.
Imagine the debates turning into a runway show. And here comes candidate number 1, strutting in a spandex bodysuit. Step 2, campaign slogan smackdown. Let's spice up the boring campaign slogans. Candidates have to incorporate at least 3 tongue twisters and a rap verse into their speeches. She sells seashells by the seashore. Can you tell I was in radio most of my life? I got that. Like, phew. She sells seashells by the seashore. I can do it like 100 times over and never. He can't even say apocalypse. I'm just saying. Anyway, and supports favorable health care for y'all. Bonus points for breakdancing. While reciting the Bill of Rights. Oh, bonus points for breakdancing while reciting the Bill of Rights. Step 3, dance-off debates. Who needs traditional debates? Candidates should settle their differences through epic dance-offs. Imagine candidates attempting to moonwalk while discussing tax reform.
Well, Biden's out. He can't walk downstairs.
He can't even walk. Extra points for creativity and the ability to moonwalk in heels. Step 4, how do we have free and fair elections? Make it funny. ChatGPT. Pizza party polling stations. I'm all for that. Yeah, seriously. Why wait in long lines? Turn polling stations into pizza parties. vote and get a free slice. The catch? You have to perform a spontaneous karaoke rendition of your favorite political jingle. Vote for me and I'll set you free with cheese. Step 5, ballot box bonanza. Instead of plain old ballot boxes, use giant colorful piñatas. Voters get to take a swing, and when it bursts, confetti and candy rain down. Bonus democracy points if you can catch a piece of candy in your mouth while blindfolded. Step 6, candidate challenges. Candidates must participate in ridiculous challenges to prove their dedication. Want to be president? Better win the pancake flipping contest. Recite the entire Constitution backwards and solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded.
Well, most of our
First one to do it gets the nomination. You know?
No, that was not funny. I was hoping more.
ChatGPT wraps it up by saying, remember, in this wacky world of free and fair elections, democracy has never been so entertaining. Who said politics couldn't be a party? So, that's what ChatGPT says about free and fair elections.
Yeah.
About Tom.
That's like a 3. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's have people that send us some ideas on
what to ask. Yeah.
Oh, there's a comment. Let's see what the comment is. I will not give pizza party today. All I got was the sticker. You got a sticker?
Sticker. I voted. I voted sticker. Yeah.
Did you vote? Did you vote today?
I did not. I was working all day. I don't even think is today voting day in
Yes. Yes, it's the 7th. It's always the 7th of November.
This will be the first election I've missed in like forever.
Great. Now we're gonna have Biden back in office.
No, it's not a presidential election. So I can guarantee I'll be voting in that one. And it won't be for Joe Biden. I'm just saying.
Why not?
Because he sucks.
All right, let's get to the Buddha part of the show now. This is where we get vicious.
Yeah. Let's do that.
That's too big of a chug there.
I think it's warm in here.
No, I think is the can getting lighter?
Huh?
Is the can getting lighter?
The can is getting lighter.
It's getting warmer then.
It is getting warm in here. Your team sucks. It's the Alpha Men on Sports tonight, and we open up with the NASCAR Championship because my partner, my comrade, my younger, dumber, uglier, fatter, less intelligent little brother, John, works for NASCAR.
Season's over.
Yeah.
30 weeks on the road. So our boss sent a thank you letter or email.
Yeah.
There's been 161 races that we have been part of.
Wow.
This year. That's
crazy.
That's Xfinity Cup, truck, mods, ARCA. That's a lot of freaking races.
That is a lot of races.
So, but we crowned four champions this week and one previous week.
And for the first time in the elimination playoff format, the Cup Series champion didn't win the last race of the season. Not that it mattered, but Ryan Blaney is your next NASCAR Cup champion.
Yeah, it's back-to-back Penske wins for a championship. But yeah, Ryan Blaney, he deserved that. He's had a rough season. Not a rough season, but he hasn't had a stellar season like Larson or Byron.
Well, he really started coming on during the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
I mean, during the championship. I mean, he
started taking up
peaked at the man peaked at the right time.
Yeah. But Ross Chastain, like you're saying, Ross Chastain won the race. First time in history since we did the playoff formats. Who else won? Cole Custer won the Xfinity race. And he also won the championship.
Mm-hmm. We'll get to that. Let's back up to the Cup race. You know, Christopher Bell is a favorite going into this race. You know, his title hopes ended on lap 108 in stage 2 of the race when he exited. But There was really, at the end of this race, kind of a shootout between Blaney and Kyle Larson and William Byron, and it was a pretty good race.
If Byron got behind Larson and Blaney was in between him not blocking, but holding the air,
Yeah.
it would have been a Hendrick team that took the championship. Because at Phoenix, they could dive down off the front and shoot around the thing. So you'd watch Blaney dive down, get right behind Larson, then Larson come up, he'd pass him, then Larson do dive down and back and forth. I was in the tower for like 25 laps. Those guys were back and forth, diving up, dive down. I was like wicked. But I tell you, the most exciting race of the weekend was the Xfinity race.
Well, yeah, but during the Cup race, Kevin Harvick called it quits. That's a big story.
Yeah,
20 a long career for Kevin Harvick, the guy that nobody thought was really going to amount to anything. How do you step into a ride following the death of the Intimidator, Dale Earnhardt?
Yeah.
Everybody thought, oh, this guy's going to be nothing. And Happy Harvick turned out to be a NASCAR Cup champion and had an incredible career. He was my sentimental favorite this season. I would have loved to have seen him win the championship one last time as he exits the sport. But you have some inside details on, NASCAR tried to call him out onto the track following the race to take a kind of a victory lap as it was his last race of his career.
Yeah, that's what I understood. He was going to do that, but then the way it sounded was it wasn't his victory. It was, it was not about him. It was about Blaney. That's what I understood that was said. So
yeah, so Kevin Harvick was like, "Look, I appreciate it, guys, but Dave Blaney, Blaney deserves all the accolades. Ryan Blaney, I'm sorry, Dave Blaney's his dad was a racer.
Yes.
All right, Ryan Blaney deserves all the accolades today. I'm not going to go out and upstage that. And kudos to him. Meanwhile, Brad Keselowski becomes a dad this weekend.
So he flew home. He flew home Saturday. He flew home Saturday. There was qualifying. He actually asked Cole Custer to come in and qualify for him. He had to fly home. He had his baby boy, and he flew back overnight and got there for the race.
Yeah, very, very cool. So congratulations to RFK Racing and to Brad Keselowski, brand new dad. And that takes us to the Xfinity Series and the guy who qualified Brad's car for him while he was traveling home to go on dad duty, Cole Custer. He becomes the Xfinity Series champion this weekend. Cole Custer's an impressive driver. I think you're going to see a lot out of this guy in the future.
He has been consistent.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not one of those lucky go drivers. The guy can
to me that Jeff Gordon vibe. I got to be honest. He does. I mean, like that he gives me that Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson vibe where, he's just so consistent, so upfront all the time.
I can agree with that. So race,
I was a Mark Martin fan, so I'm not a Jimmy Johnson or a Jeff Gordon fanatic, but you can't deny that they were up front all the time.
Yeah. So that race, the last 15, 20 laps, it was the top 4 playoff guys back to back. I mean,
it was an exciting race.
3 or 4 lap wide, nonstop. And then we had Sheldon Creed in there, the number 2 car, which we had controversy from last week with RCR. He was in the mix of it. He's going there to win the race. I get it. And I wouldn't have backed down either. But if he was not in that picture, it would have been a shootout for the final 4. Those 4 guys it was just back and forth, nonstop. And if Sheldon was in that mix, it would have been phenomenal. We may have seen a 4 wide finish. That's how it was looking. So, and then
the Truck Series,
old Ben Rhodes.
And listen, let's be honest about the Truck Series. Seriously, here's the deal: we're not watching the Truck Series for great racing. We're not. We're watching Truck Series for the chaos. And the chaos that is the Truck Series.
There's some really good side-by-side racing in there.
Dude, the Truck Series is chaos. All right.
It is. It's definitely.
I mean, the
chaos.
truck series is like the wild, wild west of NASCAR. All right.
Oh yeah.
The truck series is. If you're watching the truck series and you're interested in the truck series, you're looking for the.
Well,
You're looking for the rubbing back and forth, pushing, shoving each other around, kind of racing. I mean, that's
you had Carson. You had Carson and Helm battling back and forth. Carson got into a couple here and there. One time, I believe it was an accident.
Mhm.
But then the third
dude,
stage,
the last 100 laps of that race was just.
Did you see what 11 did to the 40?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, the last 100 laps of that race was
They're
just.
both playoff contenders, and he wrecks his car, wrecks his truck.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. But the Truck Series champion becomes Ben Rhodes.
Oh, yes.
And Ben Rhodes celebrating quite a bit before
Let me say something
the
here.
press conference following the race.
Here's the video of
Libations are
it.
good.
He is drunker.
Championship's
He's about drunk as you.
And this is going to be the weirdest press conference ever. You know what? Here's what I got to say. What was the question? So, okay, wait a minute. I know what the question was. It was
What
how did
was
I
the
get
question?
To, okay, so here's how this happened. My crew chief gave me this adjustment with some lower air pressures because I said, hey, this is. I love this. I can't win the race the way this is. They're beating me on the restarts. He pumped me up, didn't work out the second stage, took me back down. So I watched Zane Smith and all these people drive away from me. I'm freaking out on the inside because we had radio issues and I couldn't talk to them. So I'm like really angry. I was pissed.
He was pissed.
You think he's had a couple beers?
Dude. So before all this, he was probably drinking at least a bottle of champagne and at least 2 or 3 Bud Lights.
Yeah.
It gets really.
It's like having sex in a canoe.
Oh, I got the mic.
It's
so I
like
can say anyways.
screwing next to water.
I was pissed. And here's how this went down. I said, Zane Smith, this is checkers or wreckers. I'm going to blow the motor trying to catch you. Brum, brum, brum. And
Oh, he's even
I
got
made
the
it up
sound
to him
effects.
Because he had some lap traffic, and then everybody. I thought I didn't have any.
Oh,
tire
he's
left
even got the
because
sound
I was,
effects.
Yeah.
Sideways after every corner, and then wow, the mic got loud real fast. I was sideways after every corner.
You see how drunk he is?
Oh, he's hammered.
Yeah, the edge is my favorite part of this. You'll see in a minute.
And you know what? I had some tire left. Those other people started slowing down. I said, wow.
Yeah.
This is crazy. So I passed him. Sheldon Creed tried to get all.
It's because we put a special set of matched
said, "Ain't
tires
happening,
on your
man, pajama."
vehicle.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Went around the outside in the resin, and I said, goodbye.
Mamma jamma.
And then
Bye-bye.
I thought I could maybe catch the 52 if we had more laps, but I wasn't worried about it. Third place is cool with me because I had the championship. And, wow, I talked really fast there. And I said, you know what? Championship's cool.
Watch this.
It's cool.
My wife looks really embarrassed. Are
There
you
you go.
embarrassed?
Yeah, I bet.
We're champions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I need
They took his
water?
beer away. His mom.
That is good.
Somebody in NASCAR went, all right.
No, that was his
yeah,
mom.
Oh, it was his mom?
This mom came, took his beer away, gave him water.
Good call, Mom.
But hey, he won a championship. I'm proud of him. He's a good kid.
No, he is a good kid. He is a good kid. Look for more from him coming in the future.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see him come up. He reminds me of Noah Gragson, but funny.
Yeah.
Noah's funny.
That's the greatest. That's actually that interview is better than the Ricky Bobby outtakes at the end of Talladega Nights.
You should watch the whole thing though. That's just a clip of it. It's like 15
No, I know.
minutes of him drunker than hell. So
Unbelievable.
okay, let's go on to football.
Unbelievable. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, this is it right here.
I think the Eagles played the Cowboys.
Look at my hands. Okay, I'm gonna show you something. See my hands,
Dude. Oh my God, you're not. You absolutely are not. Please stop.
I don't.
You're not.
You have to say, we
Wait
got
a minute.
5.
Do you? Do you have to have like a? Do you have to have like an archaeologist look at those? Because those are like, holy cow! Those are like from back like King Tutankhamun time, like King Tut time.
1971, 1977,
Yeah.
1992, 1993, and 1995. Whoa,
Yeah. Wow. That's a long time ago.
that's 5. How many you got? You could put up just one like this, right?
No, because if you're gonna count all the way back there, we're gonna count the national championships that the Philadelphia
No.
Eagles
This is
won.
all since the
No,
Super Bowl era.
no.
Super
You
Bowl.
can't do that.
That's what football.
See, you
that's
can't. No, you can't do that.
Then we're going to talk about the Browns.
Here's the deal. If you can do that, if you can say since the Super Bowl era, then I can say since 2000. And you don't want me to say since
still have
2000.
one ring. You still have one ring.
Okay. 19 playoff wins.
It's not a ring.
7
It's not a
divisional
ring.
championships.
It's not a ring.
Okay. Yeah, whatever. All right. Philadelphia Eagles, Dallas Cowboys played on Sunday. Have you heard?
Oh, I got one of these too.
Yeah, it's great. Why don't you put it next to your model of the Model T Ford? Because you won that about the same year. Because the Model T Ford was once state of the art as well. But I don't think you'd put a Model T on the NASCAR track up against a 2023 Ford Mustang.
Well,
and that's what the Cowboys are today. Can't win the big game. Can't win in big decisions. A $40 million interception machine. Okay.
Wait, what? How many interceptions you got?
$40 million interception machine.
How many interceptions has Jalen Hurts got?
I don't care.
Like 9?
I don't care.
How many fumbles? Like 3?
What's the record book say? Who's 8-1? Who's 8-1?
You can't.
Who's the only team in the NFL that's 8-1? The only team.
Dak. You can't
What
call
is
Dak
the
an interception
best
machine.
record in the NFL? Say it. Say who has the best record in the NFL. Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's all I could hear.
That's what I thought.
Just talking at
Best
your ass.
record in the NFL is the Philadelphia Eagles, 8-1.
With one ring.
Yeah, who cares? Who cares? The Eagles tried to give your Cowboys the game 3 times in the fourth quarter.
But you couldn't play
And
that
your
well.
$40 million interception machine.
He's not an interception machine this year.
Okay, your $40 million interception machine, who has to play clutch, who has to come up in the big plays, steps out of bounds, throws the ball short, gets sacked, throws an incomplete pass on the 3 freaking yard line. Okay? And you want to talk to me about the Dallas Cowboys.
Look at you. Remember, you have a heart condition. You better simmer down.
I do. I do have a heart condition. But you know what? Dallas Cowboys came up short.
We did.
Like they always do.
You guys did whoop our ass.
Since 1996, almost 30 freaking years ago, they came up short like they always do.
You got, 7 weeks left, and you're going to be eating Spam.
I don't think so. Because the bet was...
He throws
the
10
bet
in the season.
Right? No, it was 8. More than 8.
And I can go, we have it on the first episode. We can go back and probably show.
All right, we'll go back and look, but I believe it was 8.
Well, you're already thrown over 8. My guy's thrown 4.
I don't care. I don't care how many interceptions. I don't care how many interceptions Jalen Hurts thrown. You know why I don't care how many interceptions Jalen Hurts thrown? Because we're the only freaking team in the NFL that's 8-1. Oh!
You know how Yell scores? Because they put their finger in his butt and they push him through the end zone.
Whatever. Call it what you want.
The tush
Call
push.
it what you want. Guess what? At the end of the day, there's still wins. And you know what? Yours are still losses.
Yeah, And I still have 5 rings.
5 freaking...
Doesn't matter.
5 freaking antique archaeological Egyptian rings.
We've also beaten you 74 to your 56.
I don't care. I don't care. Who won this week? Who won this year? Who's 8-1? Huh? End of story. Full stop.
All right. We got that.
Go Birds.
Screw the Birds.
Go Birds. That's it.
He's not like retarded, but there's something wrong with this guy.
I don't care.
We're going at Daily Dimes.
We're moving on. Giants QB Daniel Jones torn Achilles. Holy crap! Today somebody signed. Carson Wentz got signed today to the LA Rams. Carson freaking Wentz got signed today.
You yelled so much it made your computer lag.
Yeah, I'm sure it did.
Yeah.
We got to share this with you while we're on the subject of the NFL. This is from 49ers defensive end Eric Armstead. He shared a game check. All right, here's how much. Here's how much Eric Armstead makes per game. You ready for this? Per game, Eric Armstead makes $393,055 a game. All right? He shared his check stub. And in San Francisco, liberal stronghold San Francisco, how much do you think of that check is absorbed by taxes?
It's gotta be
he makes $393,055 a game. Turns out 49.3% of his income comes out in taxes.
Holy
It's like almost 50%, almost half is a tax, which is incredible. Just incredible. It's just absolute BS. I can't believe,
That's
whatever.
crazy.
Look at it there. There's the check stub for proof. 49.3% of his income comes out in taxes. That's ridiculous.
Screw that.
Absolutely.
You are freezing bad.
All right, let's get to predictions this week. You ready?
Oh, shit, I didn't do mine.
Week 10 in the NFL, and let's do it. Thursday night football prediction, Carolina Panthers at the Chicago Bears. I like to call this one the Toilet Bowl. These teams combined are 3-14 on the season. Carolina is 0-4 on the road. I'm going to go with the Bears on this one, but I'm not totally confident on it. I'm going to say Bears 21, Panthers 20. Because who knows?
That's feasible, though.
Indianapolis Colts, Sunday, early game from Deutschland. Yes, the Indianapolis Colts taking on the New England Patriots. Here's the deal. Patriots fans, it's over. You suck. All right? That's just it. Look, it's okay. You sucked for decades. It's okay to suck again. You suck. All right? Indianapolis Colts, the New England Patriots. Here's the deal. The Patriots have scored 135 points total this season. All right, that is not good. Okay, 10 weeks in, that's not good. The Colts have at least shown the ability to put the points on the board, so I'm going with the Colts 27, Patriots 17.
I'm gonna go with. I should go with the Patriots over the Colts.
Okay, fair enough.
I hate the Patriots, but
Cleveland Browns, Baltimore Ravens. So the AFC North is arguably the best division in football right now.
yeah, they
okay. Anything can happen any week, week in, week out. The Ravens, however, have already beat the Browns on the road. They're going to beat them at home, but it's going to be a tight contest in week 10. Ravens 21, Browns 17. All right.
Yeah, Ravens been consistent. I'll do it with the Ravens.
Bengals, Texans. Listen, the Texans deserve some props for winning a shootout against the Buccaneers, but the Bengals are a heck of a lot better than Tampa Bay.
They've turned themselves around. The Bengals have.
Yeah. I'm going Bengals 28, Texans 20 on this one. All right.
I agree.
San Francisco 49ers, Jacksonville Jags. Both of these teams are have had a bye week to prepare for this game. 49ers have had a week off to recover from 3 straight losses, and yet they somehow are on the power rankings for every freaking website in the world as number 1 after 3 losses, which makes 0 sense. But the Chiefs are going to bounce back on a strong defensive effort on this. 49ers 24, Jacksonville Jags 20. All right.
Yeah.
Saints Vikings. So, Saints Vikings, what Josh Dobbs did in week 9 in the NFL with so little time in Minneapolis was nothing short of remarkable. All right. But the Saints are going to be ready for whatever Minnesota throws at them at the QB position. Saints 23, Vikings 17.
Ooh, over the.
Yep.
I'm gonna take the Vikings.
All right.
The Saints have been falling apart lately.
We'll see. Green Bay Packers, steel curtain from Pittsburgh Steelers. Listen, the Packers kind of impressed in their win over the Rams, but the Steelers and their defense, the steel curtain, going to be ready for Jordan Love. I say Steelers 20, Packers 17. Close game, though.
Yeah, I'll go with that one.
Tennessee Titans, Tampa Bay Bucks, the Buccaneers. They've lost 4 straight after 3-1 start to the season. The losing skid's going to continue. The Titans are going to win this one. Titans over the Buccaneers, 21-17.
Yeah.
Yes. No,
I don't
maybe,
know.
I don't know.
It's like,
come on, commit.
No. I'm going to say Titans.
All right, Titans. Then we get the late football games on Sunday. Atlanta Falcons at the Arizona Cardinals. Listen, if you're Arizona, it has been a long season. And
Cowboys.
That season's going to get longer against the Falcons. I'm sorry to tell you, with or without Kyler Murray. Falcons 27, Cardinals 14. That's my prediction.
I agree.
Detroit Lions at the Los Angeles Chargers. So the Lions are coming off the bye week for this game. They've got a week rested up. Chargers had to play on week 9's Monday Night Football game. Doesn't seem fair, quite, really. But I'm going with the Lions. I think the Lions are something special this season.
I think the Lions are going to the playoffs.
Lions 30, Chargers 24.
Yeah, I think the Lions are going to go to the playoffs and go deep in the playoffs this year.
New York Giants, Dallas Cowboys. The line for this game is insane. With the Cowboys more than a 2-touchdown favorite. Will the Cowboys cover it? The Giants are a mess right now. I hate the Dallas Cowboys with everything to my core. But the Dallas Cowboys are going to win this game 30-13 over the Giants.
Honestly?
Yeah.
after how bad we'd be in the first time.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be higher than that. I think it'd be 48.
Okay.
To 15.
We'll see. Washington Commanders, Seattle Seahawks. Listen, the Seahawks didn't even show up in Baltimore last week. Okay. They're a much better team with the 12th man at home. But I'm still going to go with the Seahawks. Seahawks 24, Commanders 20.
Fair. I like it.
And my upset pick of the week is the New York Jets at the Las Vegas Raiders. Okay. Antonio Pierce's interim coaching debut was a huge success for the Raiders, who were 3-1 at home. They're going to be 4-1 at home after pulling off an upset as the Raiders beat the Jets 20-14. That's my upset this week.
With a whole new coaching staff, yeah. I'm going to give a benefit of the doubt. Yeah.
And then finally, Monday Night Football, Denver Broncos at the Buffalo Bills. Listen, for all their struggles, and it's been a bizarre season for the Buffalo Bills. If you're a Bills fan, you got to be scratching your head right now. You're like, I don't know what the hell to think about this team. You know, the Bills are 4-1 at home. This game's going to be played at Highmark Stadium, so we're going to go Bills 31, Broncos 17. Okay. You agree?
Yeah. I was like, I almost had a feeling the other way, but I'm like, no. You're going to follow over there?
Bills are going to win this game over the Broncos. The Broncos are rebuilding. It's not a year where you talk about the Broncos beating teams that are viable, and they're just not going to win this game. Bills 31, Broncos 17. That is Pigskin Picks this week on the Alpha Men podcast, and that's the Alpha Men on Sports, or segment we call Your Team Sucks.
Because the Eagles suck.
Stop. Alrighty, real or fake news tonight. You know the rules.
Yep.
You know, one bite. Everyone knows the rules. No, I'm sorry. That's State Portnoy. That's something completely different. Real or fake news. We have 3 headlines. 2 of them are fake. 1 of them is real. I'm going to give them to you, John. Your mission to determine which headline is real. And I would tell you them right now if my document hadn't closed. So you're going to have to give me a second to open my document here. But that's okay. Because while I'm opening my document, you can remind everybody about Pack the Pantry coming up next week.
Pack the Pantry next week is... I was talking to Emily. I don't know. Oh, next Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Price Shopper.
Mm-hmm.
But what people don't understand, though, what we do for Pack the Pantry is it's not about us. Everything's, a lot of people say, oh, you're promoting this, promoting that. We don't care who does the promoting. Come up, promote it for us. It's about the community. And
it is.
We've heard it before in the past, you guys promote that a lot. You say this and that. It's not about who's doing it. I don't care who does it. Trust me, I'd have somebody.
We literally don't.
It'd be less work on me and you if somebody else was promoting it and we just load the trucks, because that's what we're there
Absolutely.
For, to fill that truck.
Absolutely.
And
I'm a very blue collar guy, man. I really don't care who gets the credit. I'm not in it for credit. I'm in it for I'm in it for the results. Okay. Yeah. And at the end of the day, I don't really care how or why the food comes to the truck. I just care that it has come to the truck.
I spent my own money to get a plane ticket to fly up there every time, and to make this happen.
I've worked with people in the past who, while we're there, Obviously, when you live out of the back of a tractor trailer for 4 days, you can't look in Vermont. It's cold, right?
It's freaking.
I mean,
really
it's cold.
We've seen
You can't.
We've seen ice
You
completely
can't
covering.
just live out of the back of the tractor trailer. So we partner with Compass, the RV dealer in the area, and they help us out with an RV. I got to be honest, we don't sleep very much over that 4 days. I mean, we take cat naps here and there, but we're around 24/7. So if you're working in the night shift or the night tall,
You remember that night we
you're
stayed up
trying to
all
make a
night?
donation, it doesn't matter. We're there. And I've done the pantry or truck for the last 22 years with people who are concerned about whose trailer, whose RV is bigger, or who got more TV time, or all of that other stuff. I don't really give a crap about any of that. You know what I care about? I care about needy Central Vermont families who are struggling and that they have what they need this winter. That's what it's all about. It doesn't have anything to do with me or John or the motorhomes or any of that stuff. It's about feeding people. It's about neighbors helping neighbors. It's about being a good person. It's about taking care of our own. It's about the true spirit of Vermont. It's about, if you can't find the holiday spirit, finding it in this. Okay? That's what it's about. And I'm fine with that. So we could just stand on a corner like a blind man with a cup and say, please donate to the Salvation Army emergency food shelf, and we get some donations. Do we blow it up a little bit? Do we sensationalize it a little bit? Do we get the truck and the circus and the whole 9 yards of doing this goal where, hey, we're not leaving till we fill it? Does that sensationalize it a little bit? Yeah, it does.
Mm-hmm.
But in the end of the day, that's not what it's about. That helps us bring some results to the event. The message is pure.
Mm-hmm.
And the need is pure. And that need is, hey, let's help out our neighbor.
And
that's what it's all about. It's not about radio stations or podcasts or people or living, it's all of that. All of that's just fluff to help push the event, make it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And we've managed to do that year in and year out. And listen, between you and I wish we didn't need that fluff.
No.
But again, we could stand on a corner with a blind man and like a blind man with a cup and say, please donate to the Salvation Army emergency food shelf. And we'd get some donations, but not near the donations that we get with Pack the Pantry and Stuff a Truck. So it is important. And we would love to see you November 16th, 17th, and 18th at Price Chopper in Berlin. Does that cover it, my friend?
That covers, my friend. Now, if you didn't find your notes for the story, are
you there? Can I lose you?
I'm here. Can you hear me? Oh, it looks like we lost him. Well, I'll close the show out. It's been a messed up show. So it happens we have a couple weeks off. We did the beer. Got the real fake news. Closing remarks. I can cover this. Closing remarks is what's the worst side food at Thanksgiving? And usually he'll punch you down this line, so I'm not sure exactly what they have for show notes. Looking, wait for him to come back. If he don't come back in about 10 seconds, I'm ending the show, and we're going to say goodnight. All right. thanks everybody for sticking around during all this messed up stuff. But we'll be back next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and Saturday. Bits and pieces, an hour here, an hour, 20 minutes here, 10 minutes there. And we're gonna do some live and some recorded stuff, and discuss what we're doing during Pack the Pantry to help Sunset Vermont out with their food and funds drive, and we'll make it all work.
I don't know.
There he is.
I don't know what happened.
I was just telling everybody. I jumped around a couple things, and I said, you know what? If you'll come back, I'm just gonna close it out in 10 seconds.
I don't know. I don't know what happened, where you lost me or what you lost me. I have no idea. But
no, I heard your whole speech on the Pack the Pantry, and then you're like, did you lose you? Then you disappeared. So, but I had it. I was listening for a minute.
Is there any question? Is there any question that this is a live show? Is there any?
Did you find your notes?
I did. Yes, I did. Well, I kind of did.
Well, that's all right. I already moved on from it, so we could jump right into the closing remarks of the Thanksgiving foods.
Yeah. Well, we could do that if I was able to bring up my my notes at the moment. But
let's just say we're at 2 hours. This is the longest show we've done yet to date.
It is. It is very long. Listen, we were going to tell you about the top Thanksgiving Day side dishes, and that was going to allow us to talk about Pack the Pantry again. But we've already talked about Pack the Pantry, so we'll save the top Thanksgiving side dishes for next week. How about that? We'll do it next Tuesday night. Thanks for joining us. Episode 17 of the Alpha Men podcast is in the books, and we'll talk to you next Tuesday night. Take care. So long.
Thanks, everybody.